evening, you guys. What the heck is this? Skip. Take that. Hello. Hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday. A little bit of a long day. I've been out in the rain all the entire time. Freaking cleaning out leaf traps. But we're here now, and things are looking pretty good. Got some stuff to chat about. Some stuff that wasn't too happy for me this past weekend, but nonetheless got to chat about it so I can learn from it. Should also take the time and fix these brushes. They've been with me for a bit, but still, I want to make sure I take care of them correctly. So just hard right now? No, it's just soft. This one's doing good. It's because I made sure to thoroughly clean it. But what's on the agenda today is just some more army models. I want to get through the last of the Gravis, hopefully today, and then I can move on to the Hellblasters that have been sitting here for quite a while. I should actually grab a Gravis to make sure I'm following what I wrote. There we are. Should also rearrange this. Yeah, hopefully by the end of this weekend, I'm gonna be able to get some more shelves to place stuff in because I'm running out of room and I need to make room, unfortunately. But I'm gonna follow up the template I've made thus far. Get some nice transfers going. And there he is. Actually, you know what? I'll put you right up here. Perfect. But yeah, army paint up today and some stories. I guess the one I can get out of the way immediately while I set up was, how did the doubles tournament go? Well, to make a long story short, I got stomped. But, you know what? It wasn't as bad as a stomping as I thought it was going to be, honestly. In all fairness, I would say I played decently, but I might have had a sour attitude by the end. I think just because it felt like I was playing a losing battle, even though I was struggling to try and move forward. It gets rough. It gets rough when you're in a tough situation that you know you probably aren't going to win out of. And that feeling of frustration hurts. It really does hurt. Just put a little red dot there. But more so, what happened? So, taking in the units I had, out of retrospect for how well the detachment that I brought did, wasn't the worst, wasn't the best. Rolls really weren't in my favor that day, but there were definitely some things I could have done to probably help mitigate. Maybe a couple times when I was trying to move the Gravis boys into position. I feel at that point, it sucks to where you probably need to take a Land Raider if you're going to be taking the Gravis. Gravis, I feel, probably falls under the same problem as Terminators, to where they need a vehicle to get them to their position, and then they just stand still and do their thing, or you charge with them. That was one of the first problems I noticed I had received. Was every time I tried to really utilize my Gravis boys, I either kept them in the back too long, maybe around too long, just because I was waiting to see how the middle would play out when I probably should have just shoved them in immediately. Or they just got immediately wiped, just because a stronger melee unit got to them. All in all, didn't do as terrible as I thought I was going to do, but not as well as I wanted to do. Swings and roundabouts, but I think after that whole experience, I think I'm finally going to put down Anvil Siege. I think I'm fine with just playing Gladius from this point on. Maybe I took it as a pride thing. It's like, I'm going to be different and not run Gladius. But it's like, there's a reason. There's a reason you run Gladius, and Anvil Siege is just not up to snuff. It does some things pretty cool. You know, it's a nice little small damage output, but when everyone else is running circles around you, it becomes very sobering, I think, by the end of that. So I think I'm going to try just running the fists through Gladius. As well as, I really do want to... Two things that want to happen. One, I want to get through more of the models I have set up for the fists down the line, and just finish them. And I also want to grab that Terminator Battle Force box to see if I can't run a 2,000 point list with a lot of Terminators for the, what's Lysander's unit called? It's the Emperor's Shield, I think? Where it's a very nice bonus for Terminators. Probably be running a lot of Assault Terminators, honestly, because the standard ones are kind of fucking garbage. Well, actually, hold on. I'm detracting, but I'll let it run longer than usual, because I want to. I'm gonna completely destroy my sleep schedule for this. I've completely deleted this list. I just need you to take me to the app. Just take me to the app. Yeah. Lists, please. Need a duplicate. Yes, good. So, alright, yay, great, done. Okay. Here, change. Reinforce. I thought I was. Was I not? Yeah, what? Oh, is it because I'm not, yeah, you can... fucking... God damn it. It's gonna fucking confuse me, fine. No. Zardy's fists. First company, make it lore accurate so it makes sense. 2K, 1, 2, 3. Great list. Perfect. Strike force. This is the one, right? Wrath of Dorn, each time a model from your army with the Oath of Moment makes a target your Oath of Moment, you could reroll a wound roll of 1. And each time a model in Darkness likes to make that attack, that targets it, you can reroll the wound roll. So, actually, what it would be is Lysander. Also, yeah, make sure to hide... Yeah, hide Legends. It's fine. No Knights. Agents you can keep around. No Titans. Okay. It's the Ancient and Terminator armor, right? Unit. Add 1 to the hit roll. It is below starting strength, and add 1 to the reroll below half. Wildest models in your unit. OBSEC +1. So what you can actually do is... Lysander... you could probably max out Ancients. Oh, not Ancients. Ancients and Terminator, right? Right. 1, 2, 3? Yeah. So So 3 Ancient Terminators. There's no Apothecary for them. Alright, so... Can't take any of those, so it'd be the... What did the Terminator Assault Squads do again? The Teleport Homer... And each time while he makes a attack that targets the Oath target, add one. So it's +1 to hit on the... Oh, no. Oath is rerolls, so this would be +1. God, that shit! So how about that? 2 Assault Squads. A Captain and Terminator. Terminator, okay. Chaplain, while this model's in a unit. Oh, but you can't slot him in. He has to be leading it. So instead of the normal Terminator squad, because that ability kind of blows. Ancient and Terminator, Captain and Terminator, Chaplain and Terminator. Trying to think. I'm also not showing it. That's easier, yeah. Can also shut. What is it? Cam background? No. Where is this? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there we go. Can run it like this. The enhancement, Stormbolter, Chain Fist, Power Fist. Do you already have a Power Fist? No, they don't. They don't. Power Weapon, Thunderhammer. Give them a Power Fist. I feel like a Power Fist is fine. Chain Fist is the anti-vehicle, right? It would depend. So, Power Fist, Chain Fist. What do you hit on a Thunderhammer? On 3s? It's pretty nice. So, yeah, give that. Chain Fist, the Captain and Terminator. Oh, it's either a Relic Weapon or a Relic Fist. Give him the Fist. Give him the Fist. Chaplain gets the Crozius. And... Relic Shield. That'd be fine. Let me see. So 3 Ancients. He goes there. You would slot him in, or what is it? The one with the Thunderhammer. You would slot in. How many wounds does he have? He has 5. Okay, so it's still fine. He has a 4-up invul. Yeah, that's not the problem. So he then makes his Terminators OC 3 because of Lysander putting them to 2. Chain Fist can go with the Captain and Terminator armor. That is... Yep, that's a set with that. Why would you do that? Wait, what? Why? Why is that even... Not right. Well, you know what? That's fair. I didn't think about that. No. That's no point. Double Power Fists. Anti-vehicle 3-up is really niche. They can't really do much with it anyway. What is it again? It's 4 attacks on 3s, 2/2/2. It's the same thing as the Power Fist, right? Hitting on 2s, though. Then it's also 3s. With devastating wounds. I'm gonna save this for later. I'm getting too in depth. I'm gonna save it for later. Let's get back to this. I'm getting a little bit crazy. Whew. Getting a little bit wild. Lead is correct. Not you. Yes. Got that. I need silverware. When take this because I need the greens. That is, yes, that's the one. And is this the other one? That's the white alchemy. That's the backup. That's the heavy metal. There we go. What do I use? I think I used lead belcher last time, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Speed paint. White. Where? There you go. Getting better at managing my drops, I'll tell you that much. Nothing too crazy, and I'm going to need the browns. Whew, that metal's strong. Holy nuts. There we go. I could actually use bluff for this. There it is. Jesus. Alright. Clears it. Oh, right, that's there. Something was touching my head. It's just the scepter stance fucking with me. It knows I'm close to it. Yeah, I need this. I honestly think in the future, if I want cleaner looking models, I've noticed I've gotten very blocky for my battle line. It's a little bit odd for me, but I'm trying to see if I can't smooth it out, so I might in the future I might try not to go crazy with the yellow. But if it can't be helped, then I'll say I will forego that idea. So let's be honest, this yellow orch does suck sometimes. Speaking of, like how it did not get into the end of here. There we go. Underneath. Very nice. I don't need anywhere else. Right there. might give you on the back. I give you a red. I think I'll be giving them like whites and blacks. I'll give this one a white. That's fine. There's a little bit in there. Shift it back. Alright. Try not to make sure it doesn't get in there. Okay. A little bit more. Kind of realize I've not been using the usual brush, but it's fine. But I was thinking for the Terminator-esque setup, I feel like you could run the 3 Terminator assault squads, each a 5-man. Lysander, a captain, and a chaplain. Probably have the chaplain move up on foot because of the 4-up feel no pain against mortals. Probably have it rush an objective. Probably have a land raider. Stick the captain squad in there. Have them push the middle. And probably have Lysander up in deep strike with the Homer. As like a basis, and then have him drop down to do secondaries or to just crash into something. And then, let me see, probably set up... yes, set up the captain with the twin lightning claws. And have the... I'm lost in thought. And have the chaplain run in with another full set of hammers. Because I don't think you can have a full squad of lightning claws. It's only 2 of them. Yep. I'm gonna swap out to Old Reliable. I don't know if I'll get anything out of this. There we go. Alright. Alright. there. Cover it with the... So we catch that. Lead can go on to the power points. Or I guess I don't know. Are these like I guess a hydraulics component? Because the armor's so big. So that's good there. That covers them there. Try doing this. That actually should cover that well. And if I need to, I'll hit it with metal. With a scanner. Kind of just need to do the eyes now. Well, I mean also the bolt rifle, but that's essentially just this. So I'm gonna need a battle line. Battle line and the fist logo. More importantly, I need green. It's emerald into meadow forester. Oh no, my bad. Emerald into emerald forest. Because that makes sense. Start off with that. Yes, tiny brush. I feel like that frickin' Smeagol 40k meme. Trying to make sure I get the eyes just correct. All right. Nice. Fist eyes. Look at those fist eyes. Alright, I think we're clear for washes. So it goes like that. I think it's just that now. I wonder if I can write some custom lines. I almost said custard. Some custom lines onto the big old purity seals. Actually, you know what? Tiny boy. the actual clip? It is, okay. I see it. And then I need the metal. Okay. I think... Oh, there's that. Hold on. I think we're clear for shading now. Ooh, you know what I can do? You know, it'd be super fun. Just to do a quick little scanner screen. There we go. Bit of that. There we go. Let's see if I can't get a little bit fancy. With some dots for motion. There we go. Where's that silver? There we go. Hey there. Hey, what's up, Red? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I do apologize if I'm a little low energy. There we go. Is it sauce time? I think it is sauce time. Get that done. Now I get to drench. What have I been using to drench? Was it this? Doesn't feel familiar. Might be, though. I need you. This can hide off. Actually, don't need that. You, and you. Alright. Instant transformation coming up in a few minutes. You know, I think the problem with it looking, because this one actually looks good up at my face value, but I think the main problem might be that I just don't mat correctly for when it's placed onto the tabletop. Did I not get black in there? Are you kidding me? There we go. That should help clean it up. That underneath, I can. Currently hugging. I should continue to do the idea where I place these in here so I can reach them. Is that still a good angle to look at the miniatures? I might need to put it to 102. 102 might be the move. Right there. Yeah, that's better. You guys can actually look at it now. There's a lot I need to consider. What's up, Pixie? How you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you guys are having a lovely spook weekend. Not sure if it's spooky times where you are, but over here it is. I didn't even know I had view streaks on. I didn't know what that was. How's it going today? It's going good. Painting up more army tabletop and kind of just venting on lists and how things are going to be changing for the way I carry the fists. I talked about it earlier, but the doubles tournament did not turn out so well. I kind of got stomped. Got stomped hard. So I think it's time I just accept it and just run Gladius Task Force for the normal fists. At least until I run up a Terminator list for the Lysander detachment. That will require me to get the Battle Force box coming in December, however. I really didn't go into the details of the doubles, but... So I was able to meet up and practice with my partner, who was also a very new wargamer, so I was like, okay, we can build off each other. He ran Chaos Knights, but it was very evident he was still very fresh. So it was kind of a bouncing back and forth whether he could use whatever rules, and by the end of it, he was kind of just like, yeah, whatever. And eventually, just points became the ultimate problem, and we just couldn't score. Beth. I don't know. I kind of have a little bit of an issue where, even though it's a fun tournament, I'm still trying to focus and just try to play my best. I think the same reason is I don't play enough, which might have also been a downfall of mine. So, you know, weird emotions to put, but at the end of the day, what can you do? If you don't have experience in running it, it's what happens. Put up more of a fight than I thought I did, though, I'll tell you that much. Oh, okay, that's a name. I'm gonna say Jassy. Jassy, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I forgot where your opponents were. So, basically, what I was fighting in the tournament was DeathGuard, Thousand Suns, Tau, Orcs. I didn't get to fight the other team, but they were World Eaters and Tyranids, and there was another team that was World Eaters and Necrons. It was a lot of gross stuff. But it kind of ended around round 3 for us because we just didn't place. So it kind of blew. But yeah, first match was Orcs and Thousand Suns, and then it became DeathGuard and Tau, and it was a nightmare. Unfortunately, the DeathGuard Tau game, we got tabled, and it was like 100 scoring to 21. It was not nice. So I think a little bit of painting will do me some good. You know what was awesome, though? I didn't win, but I definitely won that hobby certificate raffle. I got that going. $40 to whatever purchase I need for in-store credit, baby. That's the real win. Keeps applying that plastic crack addiction. We good on Cassandra? I wasn't following where I was painting. See, I'm not a massive fan of Tau, but they are beasts at range, and I will need her stealth being decent against them. So, the thing with Tau is, what really stumps them is Lone Op, because then they can't shoot it. They can generally burst through stealth hard enough if they have enough ranged options, and they do. But it's also the matter of the fact of, and it's just a fact you have to understand, is that the 40k game system itself sucks ass. No beating the bush around it. Visibility is horrible in ruling. Towering becomes a problem. Base-to-base contact, whatever model point sees another model point. It's not necessarily the models that become an issue, it's the very inbuilt rules that become an issue. To where it's essentially, if you know what I'm saying when I'm making this reference, it's like R6 leaning when that was a problem, like R leaning peaking. It's kind of like that. Who sees who first and who initiates and pulls the most reward from it. Essentially how it boils down for most of 40k. It's either that, or you just bum rush them with a shit ton of models that they may not be able to take out. which is actually what it's changing over to these days. 10th edition has now become very infantry heavy. And Blast has become a very important ruling, I tell you what. What was awesome, though, was getting complimented on the paint scheme. Because a lot of people don't see Imperial Fist too often, and a lot more people are coming around the shop and just saying, I like the muddied fists. That's my tagline. I may get my ass stomped on the tabletop, but I look damn good doing it. I'll take that any day of the week. It's the small victories you gotta run with. That off. So be orcs. Dude, it's no joke. Orcs are just a genuine threat I have no way to deal with. Or at least I don't understand how to deal with. I'll bring blast, infiltrators, heavy weapons, chaff clearing, max out the bolt guns. It's so many bodies, and they're so tough, that it's really a problem unless you just commit a huge ton of shooting here and there to each blob. Just remember the wooden ruler to smack away reaching hands that didn't have to touch the models. Nah, it's okay. I build these guys up with Tamiya cement and BSI quick seal glue. It takes a lot to break these guys. And I'm proud of that. Always double up your glue, chat. I don't need Cassandra. I need that, and I need this. Kind of went a little rambo with the colors this time around. It's fine. Something unique to look at. Got really fixated on that little scanner. I use Tamiya as by far the best I've tried. I think it's weird. I like both the normal Tamiya and the extra thin. I really feel like I just don't know how to get the extra thin to work with me. It seems to give me sass every time I try to use it, but then I think I just have to use it with very tiny pieces. Or have it fit out onto the edges. I usually use it to seal certain areas. Some bangers today. Regular's so much better than the extra thin. I'm clumsy. I drop mine a lot. That's how it be. After that, it's going to be Agrax, and then let's see what else we can throw in. Probably just going to be the null oil, if I have to make a correct guess. Did I get the fingers? I did, okay. Yeah, it's Earthshade time, and I do need the Snake Bite. Snake Bite for the straps and leather and such. And while that dries, I can prepare a lightened Mournfang for some etching while it dries. I've lost myself. What is that? No, that's correct. Okay. Clean up. Clean it. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing a tool. Sponge. Did I throw out the sponge? Can I not perform the sponge? Sponge? Well, shit. I've made a tactical error. Oh dear. I guess makeup floof will have to do. Unfortunate. Okay. It's not what I'd like to use, but it'll work. I like using the where is it? It's I had a similar demonstration to it. It's the type of foam you'd have packing things for. This I usually use for not dry brushing. I forgot what the term is, but it's using a makeup sponge for just completely going over vehicles. I can't believe I can't find my sponge. Alright. Save that for later. We do have an ad break in 30 seconds. Hello, Jason. Thanks for stopping by, big man. We got an ad break in 15 seconds. It should only be a 30-second longer, so I'll chill for now, let things dry. I might look for my sponge. Hopefully it hasn't gone anywhere, but I'll see you guys in about 30 seconds. Of course, you could still be here if you have ad block, because I know the risks. If you are still here, welcome. You're watching me look for my sponge. Though I know I placed it. Fucking knew it! Here's my sponge, this type of thing. I guess it's not really a sponge, but the foam is actually really good for slapping around dirt and blood detail. That's another thing I need to do. I need to get the blood for the TheLGod tatters on that Space Marine Gravis Captain I finished. Yeah, lightened up thing. It's there, that's there. Still a bit wet. I need... It's the Earth Shade, the no oil. This stuff can go away until later, because we have another Gravis boy. I just thought of something really gross. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from the ad. I had a little mind bubble pop in. The Emperor's Shield is very centered around Oath of Moment busting, which is fine. But it's also a great thing to use with Terminators. Theoretically. Hear me out, right? Make a list with only Terminator and Gravis units. The slowest motherfuckers in 40k besides Death Guard. What does that look like? Because holy shit, so that means only running the Gravis Tactical Battle Line. For going sticky, this is fun list building. But it would be only the Terminator squads, the Assault squads, the Eradicators, the Heavy Intercessor units. It's a futuristic turtle. I'll say this, if you're able to get your Gravis units on objectives, with certain enhancements, things just might not be able to move you. Because of how just thick and gross you are. Because it's T6, saves on 3s, 3 wounds apiece. You can have a Gravis captain with them, either full melee dedication, or have them with a bolt rifle. You'd probably only give it full melee dedication. And just have them sit on a point. I'm probably foregoing some enhancements that could go in there, because if it's Gladius Task Force, you run them into Devastator, advance and shoot, as much as you can, and then if you need to, you run Assault, and then just chill in Tactical, and just shoot shit at Oath of the Moment targets, with a +1 to hit. Because they have heavy weapons, and you're standing still. With a heavy bolter. Oh, if you run the Mastercrafted Heavy Bolt, it'd be 2 or 3 shot, probably 3 shots, hitting on 2s, strength 5, AP 1, 3 damage. If you're able to sync with Apothecary Biologus, giving lethals, and they fail that save, that's just a Terminator gone. It's not good whatsoever, but God, what a funny list. I should do that. I should contact my buddy James, because he runs World Eaters. He runs like the fastest list you can think of for World Eaters. And then I want to see how that fares against that type of slow lineup. I'm sure it does fine. World Eaters are disgusting and can just run you down for your lunch money. I have the models. I can definitely try it. I'll let you guys know how it turns out. I'll let you know what the aftermath is if I ever do it. Oh, guys, so bad. It's so bad. What am I signing myself to? I just said I'd stop using Anvil Siege because I really want to. I just really want to make Gravis work, guys. I love their look. They're big. They're chonky. Their bolt rifles are huge. I just love them to death. It's like the deep love I feel for Torterra in Pokemon. The large lads just bring joy. There is no strategy. There is no input. I'm running at you with pure girth. It's like watching a sumo wrestler charge at you. Terrifying at first, but when you know how to beat him, it's not that scary anymore. that, have the back. That'd be better to run it there. Yep. Juggernaut. It honestly could be called Juggernaut Modern Warfare 2. You're definitely hurting them. But, it's gonna take a bit. I tell you what, that type of list would be a nightmare for an Astra Militarum unit. Because of the Gravis' special built-in rule, the heavy intercessors, if they're on an objective, they just get a +1 to their armor save against damage 1 weapons. Give me this, please. Quick leather etching. There we go. Go. Okay, we got our sauces done. The last thing is null oil. And then there's transfers I need to apply, which means I need to do a bit of cutting. What is this? Not important. I need at least 2 battle lines saved. Don't overcut. That'd be a terrible thing to happen. Got him. Alright, those will soak in water for the time being. I'll leave a lurk, but I need to sleep. It's the end of the week, so I can't be running too late. Absolutely, dude. If you need sleep, again, anyone, if you're lurking, please. I appreciate it all the same. Lurks are welcome. If you need to sleep, do it. Lord knows I want to. I'm slowly killing myself with lack of sleep. All because I have this fascination that I want to tackle my pile of shame in an orderly fashion. I'm insane in the membrane, but I'm honestly proud of it. Always impressed by how fast they transform. Yeah, into their muck and grime. Dude, shades are a hyperfixation, honestly. They do a crazy ton of work, so you don't have to, it's the same, like, fight with contrast paints that people make. I personally don't care much for contrasts, just because I like how standard painting feels. But, like, the few contrasts that I use are, like, for the in-betweens that are super helpful. Unpopular opinion, but honestly, a lot of people say, like, airbrushing is a little bit of a cheat. I wish I had an airbrush. I want to do some really cool shit with acrylic. I've seen a couple of artists do crazy stuff with acrylic, and I'm super jealous. because it looks super cool. There we go. There's our intercessor. Now all he needs is his transfers. I think I put the, yeah, I made sure to put the songs up if anyone's curious on what this is. Nothing crazy. Yield. Copyright free list. I'd rather not get blasted by legal problems. Split that up. I got a bit close. That should do that. Do that. Do that. Good. That should be fine. Hope. Alright, while those soak, I can actually take the time to give them gravel. The gross gravel, if you would. Make sure I don't get any on the stand. It's got to this consistency and it's become a nightmare. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, instant cure.
Please don't ever leave me.
That's a new voice line. Have I never heard this song? I have to have. I've listened to this album front to back. Hoping that's correct. If not, we're gonna have a big problem with sticking. Looks like a success. Alright. Good. Gravel's stuck. Wait for that to dry. And we move on. I think for my next time coming around on miniatures, I should take the time and do that basing I wanted to do for my Imperial Knights. I have a bunch of, well, first off, for the theme I wanted to do for the Imperial Knights basing was, I decided to go for an autumn theme. So a bunch of yellows, reds, browns, and I have some trees that I think will be very good. So hopefully when that time comes, I get to show that off and work with it. So that transfer for later. I also apologize if I'm sniffling. They had me messed up today at work. It was a nightmare. I actually put a combat knife here. So you're actually pretty standard. I cleaned you up actually really nice. Alright. Did I miss position? Over here? There we go. I might have shifted the camera a bit. I think I still had it in range though, so it's fine. It's fine. Bum 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 bum. That up. Are the transfers good to move? Slightly. I think if I add a little bit of water, they'll shift around. Perfect. Alright, give me that. Don't slide off just yet. We got this going. Okay. Shift. Don't set. Just turn. Turn, you fucker. There we go. Up. Up, up. There we go. Is that centered? It is not. There we go. Right there should be good. Yep. Yep. And then I need a tailor. That's for the ground. You. At the art coat, it is good. I'd like to now glue, transfer down. All right. Next transfer, please. You'll remove yourself from the paper. I don't think you will, though. Oh, come on now. Oh, is each side stuck? Is that the hell I'm living in? There we go. All the water got inside. There's 5 cuts on that thing. It should fit. Without any problems. Over. Come on. There we go. Oop. Oh, sick, dude. You telling me those cuts didn't matter, dude? Freaking love transfers. Dude, don't fight me. Come on. There we go. Oh, there's an air bubble. Okay. Just flatten. I hate it here. Fine. Get up. Making another cut. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, where? Is it not deep enough? Makes no sense. Alright. That should do it. Being silly if that doesn't work. Okay. Fit. Do not fit. You're gonna give me agita because I'm about to lock you down. Okay, it's not as flat as it could be, but it doesn't bother me as much as before. God, dude, that's infuriating. Hopefully the push down with the other items will help. The other paints. Alright. Not hard enough now that I can start smushing stuff in there? I'll do it. Yeah. Right. There's our boy. That is the 9th heavy intercessor. Alright. I gotta remember to take a group photo afterwards. I think I can finish it. What's my time? 9:17. If I'm fast, I can do it. Says Reese never. Get fucking fixated on every detail. Oh, I heard this song a bit.
Hello. Hello. This is for you. Listen.
There. Clearing it up. Remember to hit that silver. did forget about that. Hold on. There we go. What did I say? I knew I'd do it. Oh, that's right. I actually can't see the magazine chamber. I think that's it right there. Yeah. Start there. It fills into there like that. Can't tell from this angle. Quick stretch. I did miss it. Damn it. There we go. Bit of a mess, but we got it. Hello, Arctic Miniatures. Yellow is a pain in the ass. But luckily, I do a little bit of a cheat code to where I take a makeup brush and I just go to town with it for 2 layers. I also will say yellow orch is a good yellow to work with, And then if you want to bring it up, I use Cassandra Yellow, and it gets into like an orangish yellow. Ooh, excuse me. If I can get to that part in time, I will show it. I always like showing off the Mud Fist process. There's like 3 different levels you can always stop at. That's what I'm missing. I've been beeped. Who has beeped? Arctic with the follow. Thank you so much, brother. Welcome on in. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. Don't think I missed it. I think we're good there. I can clean up there because it's dried. There we go. Double, triple, quadruple. Check to make sure we're good on shades. And I think we are. Take care of there. Good. Are there any other spots I did miss with that? Can't really see much there, so that's fine. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Covered. I think it's eyeball time. How could I do such a clean eyeball over there and then fucking... I'm washed. Give me this. There we go. I can actually tune down or bring it closer. It'd be an easier thing for you guys. There you go. Give me this. That. I think I actually do want to just do this. For the mouthpiece bit. And the rest can be metal. Alright. I need this. I think that gets it right. Good lighting on the eyes. I hope so. That's it, good. Excellent. I think I'm clear to move on to the point I was going to make. There's that little bit, which is fine. Need you reliable. Alright, now, the whole transformation process. So, you get your base colors, you get to work with it like that, and then the whole transformation begins with 4 shades. Your Cassandra, next level is Sepia. After that, it's your choice of either just going straight to Null, or how I do it is I take a step further and bring it into Agrax in between. 4 shades. And suddenly you'll see the rough draft turn into the final product. This is sort of the first step you can take when using Orch to bring it into a brighter yellow. And then afterwards, it just takes time to, you would just take more time in detailing and making sure shit's bright. More of the clean look, if you would. I mean, as clean as can be for this, setup. There you go. So as you can see, following here, the amount of the amount of coats you perform with the Orch determines how big of the orangish yellow presence is going to be there. So you can see over here, like certain like lighter and darker spots. Where it's darker is like less of the yellow, and then the higher the orange is where more of it was placed. It also does depend how much Cassandra you use. I try not to use a crazy amount, but I do just go dip, dip, dip every couple of seconds. just to make sure I've covered every single avenue of yellow on the model. And if you've never tried it, I have a little, do I have something? Yes, I have a little toothpick. Cassandra, I found, is a great way to get, like, what is it, like, burned metals, I guess is a way to call it. So, hold on. So, you have lead belcher right here on the stick. And then adding in Cassandra. It kind of brings it down and sort of turns it into like this little mucky thing. It almost kind of washes it away in a sense. We can see it's starting to give like a little yellow tint here. It's honestly how I got where is it? I used Retributor. So I used Retributor Gold. And I was actually able to get a good like bronze effect. So on top of like doing all this other shit, I'm also building up Necrons, just hopping back and forth, and I was really digging Onric here. And I was wondering how I was going to do that brass effect, so... or like the brassish, goldish kind of thing he's got going for. So I took the Retributor, doused it in Cassandra, and you kind of get that brass tone all across his piece right here. And it actually works out really great across most of the Dynasty, as it gets that look going. I really need to cover this more in white, or just cover it in a tack. But it works great with a lot more of the shading. So yeah, I really like this pot, so don't sleep on Cassandra. It's actually a really nice yellow shade that really transforms things. Make sure I'm setting these back. So yeah, this is where you could normally end for like a simple, not really a weathered Imperial Fist, pardon me, but something as more line like a baseline, and then just give detailing, clean up where you need to. When you go further, you bust out Sepia, and that covers most of your recesses. It starts to give you that mud fist goodness. Make sure you don't lose it too much. Always make sure to slurp up any unused. It really is a color scheme that comes alive with the shades. Which is kind of funny when you think about it, because a lot of people always ask me, like, hey, why don't you use contrast? And it depends. I don't really feel the vibe of contrast too much. I think the only contrast that I actively use is Snakebite, and that's mostly for leather pieces, just to quickly do them. And what's my other contrast? I have it here. Gorfer, where are you? Where are you, sweetheart? I know you're here. Is that you? No, that's the Earth. There you are. And the other one I use is Gorfer. And to be fair, I mostly only use Gorfer for basing. It's a great mud highlighter, if that makes sense. goes there, that goes there. Sepia has done its job. This is the next level you can actually kill on too. More of a darker tone, running through mud. After that, we then go into Earthshade. Speaking of snakebite, there you go. Funny thing is, I actually also used to use, was it Agrax? Yeah, I used Agrax on the, leather. Good job. Thank you, man. Praise is always nice, and I love passing these on to others. Because I know a lot of people tend to have a hard time trying to think of something unique for certain Space Marine chapters. I know Imperial Fist is one of them. It's nothing very striking about yellow half the time. So it's good to bring that to the forefront. Speaking of, let's hit this Agrax for some more dirt grossness. So by this point, you are now hitting full. You're making me so excited to paint my Imperial Fist. Watch me absolutely cook with yours. It's a super fun scheme, and I'm glad people are enjoying it. Sad part is waiting for the shit to dry. But actually, this stuff should be locked on now, right? You know what? You know what? Sick of it. Hate transfers. You've lost your existence privileges. Oh, ad time. Son of a biscuit. I wanted to do this before 12, but I can make it work here. So, another thing, this is also a simple little trick you can take with just foam sponges. And that's just taking browns and blacks and running them through. It's like a little powder. Did I miss it? Oh, I need to get more of it, actually. There we go. You know what it's also really good at? It's good at taking away the shine from the mat you used earlier to stick the transfers on. going to do most the same, but going to do a gray black chest acrylic. I forgot to ask, what matte varnish do you use? So I actually, where is it? I use a bit of a clear coat. It's sort of a clear coat spray. It's the Tamiya. This guy right here. Funny enough, it's the one portion I tend to have trouble with, mostly because I matte varnish late at night. I need to eventually, you know what, I'm just gonna snooze this. I'm burning a snooze. Snooze for 5 minutes. And I can't decide whether I want to move on with it or not. But I find this to be really simple. It's the quick, like, 1, 2, 3 kind of deal. But I also do have... I should look for another, like, brush style so I don't have to go outside to finish up my lads. Speaking of, I should get the transfers ready. I was going to hunt for a bottle. Maybe I should go spray route. I know a couple of guys who go the spray route, mostly for sealing. That's mostly what it's there for, just for quick game handling. Okay. Actually need little boy over here. Come here, my son. There we go. Put in the rifle. I need the silver there now. There we go. Can use this now too. Page. There we go. Probably should have just let the ad run, honestly. No, it's time I drop them. No, son of a bitch. So I'm wondering where I should cut them if it means. Well, I know where to cut you. You're simple. There we go. You're simple. No directions? Okay. Cut you 6 times. Damn transfer? Okay. Went through Agrax. No oil is the last step for you here. There. I'm sure to hit it with silver once I'm done. Pressure pulls. That. Aquila. Little null oil stuck up there. That. Okay. Well, while the ad break is going, I'm going to drench these in water and see if we can't get the other transfers in for the night. All right. Get that going. Now it's time for this bullshit. I think it's been 30 seconds. I haven't been watching the timer. But if it has been 30 seconds, welcome back. Just in the middle of doing the bullshit part of this, which is just the basing with this damn glue. It fights me a lot. I love the Instacure, it keeps pieces together, but darn it if it doesn't fight you. Okay. Oh. Pop them. Drop them. shock them. And it's a clean base. Sorry for the giant hand. Should also be drying up now, so I can have a tad bit of fun over here with this. Hey. Little light on the mud. Now to see if these are moving. They are. Perfect. Alright, numero uno enters in relatively fine. No trouble. Centered up, pretty nice. Numero dos. I don't see anything, but oh, tell me you're just stuck to that paper. Come on. There we go. Okay. Well, the fist is upside down, so kind of gotta turn that around. Come on. There we go. As it sits neatly with everything else, I just grabbed that viciously. Smooth move there, buddy. You had it perfect. It's just such a natural grab to go for the pauldrons. I hate it. Stay there. Okay. Clean you up. Make sure not grab the opposite pauldron. Okay. Where's the art coat? Art. Art, where did I put you? Where did I? There you are. Okay. There's but one final step for him. And that, my lovelies, is 2 shots of rubber black. Oh, almost grabbed the pauldrons again. There we go. Even though the glue gives me trouble, I'm able to work with it and make a more convincing mud, which is always nice. There we are. Clean that up. And there's our boy running through that battlefield. Let that dry up. There's a couple of things I could highlight with silver on him. I know that for a fact. I wanted to do that. Here, there. Get rid of that hair. Come on. You. That. There we go. That up. Alright. Regardless of what's left, I knew it. That's the bigger problem with the glue. Regardless of that, that is our second boy done. All right. And I will be sure to mat these boys up very soon. That over there. Last two of the 10-man Gravis are completed, folks. Ready for the tabletop. And my very silly idea. But we shall see how that goes. Okay. But that is going to do it for me tonight. I always have to wake up early, so this will be a good sign-off for now. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and Lurkin, the follows are awesome. If you haven't followed yet, consider it. Lets you know when I'm going live, and also gets us closer to those goals. We just started a fresh goal, into which every time we reach a new follower tier, I bust out one of the Primarchs that I have stationed in the back, and then we paint those up. We're actually currently almost done with the first follower goal, which was 200, and we'll be finishing that up, hopefully, this coming Saturday. It's the Lion. And if you're curious about any of my other painting projects, I do post them in the socials, as well as in the Discord. You can find that down in the description below. And if you have your own hobby picks, stop by the Discord, drop it in. I'm always curious about when people share and show their ideas. And I also want to try and grow that into other things besides miniature painting. Just make it a whole Discord for hobbying, that kind of deal. But I'm going to get some sleep before I completely pass out. So you guys have a good night. See you next time. And you know what? Have the chance. Why don't we raid somebody? Why not raid somebody? Sure, we can go bother box.